Hi everyone, it is Sarah with House Copper, and today we're in my kitchen, which we haven't been in a while, and so ta-da, it's a lot of white, and I think I do it because the copper shop is always dirty. Anyway, today I'm going to do just something really interesting because I don't think I've done like an official video about using I've done a lot on social media about when people ask like, how do you clean the outside of copper? And unless something is super dark and black, or it was lacquered and then cooked on, so then the lacquer got baked on with heat and use and turned black, like unless it's a very old piece or it's a very dark piece, you generally can use home remedies to clean your copper. So these are copper straws that I make. My husband and I use them for smoothies. And as you can tell, they're very dark. They actually have almost borderline, discoloration and like, I don't want to say verdigris because it's not, but it's getting green. And so they're really dark, and I'm just going to show you how washing these with ketchup is enough to bring them back to their full, kind of sheen, and not using any chemicals, because that's the other thing. You can use Wright's Copper Cream, you can use Eve Stone's, you can use Barkeeper's Friend, you can use all of those types of chemical cleaners, but it's harsh on your sinks and your all of your pipes, and also it's not great if you leave residue on things that you're putting in your mouth and you're drinking out of. So ideally you would want to use natural methods. So here's going to be just my quick copper fix for mild to light oxidation on copper surfaces in your kitchen. Okay, so here they are. They're not terrible. We use these for our morning smoothies, which are usually a combination of spinach and fruit, any kind of berry, and banana and different seeds. So it's not anything too crazy. But and here's ketchup. I am just using what we have in the fridge, which is Heinz. You really can use anything that is ketchup, and excuse the nasty. I have 3 kids, you guys, and they use this for like everything from hot dogs to, and I'm just doing this in front of the camera so you can see it in real time. I really didn't make it any worse over there. So you just rub this on, and you want to cover the surface and kind of work the ketchup. Can you see? You work the ketchup into the crystal structure of the surface of the copper. And what you're doing is you are pulling the oxidation out with that oxalic acid that is found in tomatoes. There are other things in the natural world that contain oxalic acid. One of them is potatoes. You can use potatoes if you really want to slice one and use the insides of a starchy white potato to do this same process. People use lemons and vinegar. I myself don't love vinegar on copper surfaces, mainly because if you don't do it right, you can end up actually leaving enough vinegar in the crystal structure that you'll come back and your copper is green. And I'm not loving having to then strip the green off of your copper surface. So I try to stay away from straight up vinegar. Now here, these are some spots that I was saying that were kind of almost greenish verdigris. Because they are deeper and darker, they are harder to get out. I'm using a lot of my strength in my fingers to really kind of work those out. You could use a very fine, like 2000 grit sandpaper as well with the ketchup. You will leave fine scratches, but these are straws, so how much do you care? Okay, and you can probably already see the huge difference, so we'll rinse them off. My hands too. This looks like blood. It's a horror movie of copper. And again, the nice thing is if you leave any residue, it doesn't hurt the copper. It certainly doesn't hurt you. So it's the all natural way of cleaning. It is not by any means perfect. It's not like a chemical cleaner or a paste that's going to create these kind of really shiny finishes, but they are pretty slick there. That's pretty nice. I'll dry them. Sorry. See, when I do these, I'm never 100% prepared, but I do my best. What you see is what you get. So there you go. It's not perfect. I can see where I've kind of not really dug in right there where it's a little darker, but considering we're going to use these again tomorrow, they look pretty nice. My husband, who is colorblind, won't notice. So again, you know, the before and afters, it's a whole different ball game. Okay, so anyway, there you have it. That's cleaning copper with ketchup. And as I said, once again, if it is very dark, very oxidized, or it's got burnt on lacquer, that method won't work. You will need more mechanical and more chemical means to remove the darkness. But anyway, hope that was helpful. Hope that was kind of fun and interesting. It's a little different from being in the shop. And I really appreciate you watching. Please make sure you check out my in-person workshops here in Wisconsin. I hope some of you can make it and join me. And check out me at House Copper on Facebook and on Instagram. Pick up a copy of Copper, Iron, and Clay wherever books are sold. And I look forward to seeing you here next time.